Since 1911, the world has celebrated International Women's Day, honoring the women who came before us, the women who broke barriers, the women who inspire us, and the women who make history. Even after 110 years, women are still making strides in the pursuit of equality and celebrating a year of firsts, NFL especially. And Jennifer King became the first Black female assistant coach, just one season after Katie Sowers became the first female and openly gay assistant to coach in a Super Bowl. And the following Super Bowl was officiated by Sarah Thomas, the first full-time female referee in NFL history. They may have been first, but there's still a lot of firsts waiting to be celebrated.
Hello. Welcome to Women on the Move Live. Hey, I'm your host, Dr. Kim McNair. Look, this is an hour of power. I am so glad that we are together once again. Now, last night, my goodness, we had a celebration. We were celebrating women all over the world. It was truly amazing. Before we get started or move forward at any cost, I need you to do maybe three things for me. Hit that share button. It's time to share. Sharing is caring. Go ahead and start sharing, letting people know we are on, we are live. We're about to do the doggone thing. This is going to be an exciting evening. I have two amazing women that are going to be with us tonight. And I'm telling you, they do some amazing things. I think that's going to be my new word, amazing, because everything seems to be very amazing. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Now, back to last night, yesterday, period. It was International Women's Day. I started out at Porsche doing the experience that they have here in Atlanta. It was phenomenal. I want to thank Sisters Diamonds, LLC, Crystal Khalil for inviting me to this exclusive event, okay? It was only a select few women to attend. It was the inaugural International Women's Day event. Porsche has never held one before. And I was so very delighted, so happy to be there. They just took care of us from the time we walked in, from greeting us, taking us to the holding area, doing the video presentation, and then preparing us to drive those fast cars. Woo, I'm telling you, we can drive, okay? People say, can women drive? We can drive. I drove electric Porsche. Woo, that thing was smooth. It was shoom. And then I got behind that 911. What? That thing had so much noise and power. And I did a kick thing and I'd spin out, and it was like they put us on the water. And I was driving. I didn't have nobody in the car with me. I was driving by myself. That's right. I was truly a woman on the move yesterday. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. That is the word. All right. So I hope you guys had a great day yesterday. I hope you guys had an opportunity to just enjoy the day, the International Day for Women all over the world. And today, we're back. It's our month, so we have a whole month of things to do. But today is Takeover Tuesday. You know, I started this morning with the virtual coffee with Dr. Kim. We had a great time this morning. Oh my gosh, the word was flowing. Everybody was really excited. Good evening. Hey, Kalisha, how you doing? All right, they're coming on in. What's going on? Glad to see you here. Dr. Lucille, hey, how are you? We had a great time this morning with the devotion, the motivation, and the inspiration of virtual coffee. And I'm telling you, I can't wait till next Tuesday. Woo, Tuesdays are my days, I tell you. So, gosh, what else do I need to tell you? It's just so much going on. Let's just continue to love on each other, okay, guys, and support one another as best possible. That's what we need to do. As women, it is important that we support one another in all the things that we do. And we can support from afar. We don't have to be, right next to someone. I can support you from wherever you are, anywhere in the United States. Matter of fact, anywhere in the world. I can just support you right from here, all right? Because today we have a young lady coming on this evening that's all the way in Arizona. We go way back, but she's coming in to talk to you all and we're going to have a conversation about what she's doing now and all the things and the milestones that she hit. But first up, we have a young lady by the name of Shannon Anderson. She is the owner of Pop Publishing. Pop Publishing is the one-stop shop for your publishing needs. Pop means power of purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Shannon Anderson. How you doing, Shannon?
Hi.
Oh gosh, I'm glad to have you here. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, I love that background. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, is that original painting? That's something I might need to get that.
Yeah, this is I forgot her name, the queen. The one that killed her husbands or something. I forgot her name. But
oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
She has her cheetah here. How can I? Yeah, so
okay. Well, it looks beautiful. Great background. Great background. Awesome. Well, I'm so glad you took the time out to be with me this evening and just to share with everyone about Pop Publishing, what you do and how you do it. So before we get started, I want you to introduce yourself because I'm not going to read a bio. I'm going to let you do the talking. And it's virtual. We're going to communicate. We're going to talk. We're going to touch and agree virtually. And I want you to tell us who you are, what you do, and who you do it for.
Well, my name is Shannon Posh Anderson, and I am the queen of publishing. Yes, honey. So I definitely help people to write, publish, and to monetize their messages to create more income, more impact, and more influence in the world. And I definitely do it for the kingdom. That's for sure.
All right. That is great. Wow, this is awesome. So how long have you been doing publishing? Let me just start there. How long have you been doing publishing?
I've been publishing for about 4 years now. I started out as an author. I'm still an active author. I've written and published 3 books in 3 years. And once I wrote my first book, people were like, how did you do it? So that's what spawned the book writing and coaching business and then the publishing.
Okay. All right. So and how many books have you written? You're an author, right? Mm-hmm. You're an author. So tell us, how many books have you authored or how many books have you written?
3. So I've written 3.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I wrote my first book. It was my autobiography, Stripper to Striver. It talks about how I grew up in an abusive home, how I overcame a lot of trauma in my life, and came through the adult entertainment industry. So God has really, really had his hands on me. And so once I released the book, a lot of people were asking me, how did I do it? They wanted to write their life stories. So that's what I've been in the business of doing for the past 3 to 4 years, is helping people to write their stories, to give their testimonies about how they were able to overcome. And it's been a wonderful journey. I recently turned it into a documentary, and I just licensed it to Amazon Prime and Tubi TV. So you can actually go see it on television as well.
Wow, that is awesome. Wow, that's great, girl. That's good. Okay. So you just, okay, all right. So tell us a little bit of your backstory. So you say you were in an abusive relationship, you were in the adult entertainment industry. Tell us a little bit about that as we go into where you are now.
Well, yeah. So I grew up in an abusive home since a young age, sexual abuse and things of that nature. Not from my father, but, just experienced some things at a young age. By the time that I was 14, I was dancing in Magic City in Atlanta. By the time that I was 16, I was dancing in clubs all over the country. By the time that I was 23, I was on the covers of a lot of men's magazines and things of that nature, worldwide. So I was really caught in this world for like 10 years and, was raising children and was really trying to find myself, was a really lost and broken young lady. Most people would have said that I was living the life, but I was really broken and extremely suicidal and depressed. So.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. And you've overcome that through the grace of God.
Through the grace of God. Absolutely.
And, that's what's most important. People need to understand, we are going to go through trials. We're going to have all types of tests. Things are going to happen to us. But at a point, there comes a point when God is saying, okay, let me just grab hold of my child here. Because a lot of times we're blinded. We don't see, but he's always there. He kept you through each one of those things that you went through, all the trauma. He kept you, right?
He kept me.
And look at you today.
Yes.
He has opened your eyes so that you can really see, and he's shining the right light on you. This morning we talked about the light You know, the lamp at our feet, and being able to walk and talk and do what we need to do. So,
absolutely.
So you got to walk it and you got to talk it. Now, talking and walking, you got to do it, girl. You got to do it. So I am just so proud of you for being able to now see, because then you couldn't see. You were blinded. It was dark. But now you can see.
And to just be able to share my story, there are so many women like me, so many people like me. You know, I've helped people, you know, men who've been in prison, write books, women who've, you know, been through domestic violence. So there are so many people who are broken and who have stories, but the devil, you know, he'll try to shame us and keep us, you know, broken. So God was like, I just need for you to come on out and be an example. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And that's how he uses us. He will use you, baby. He is using you, because through your message and the things that, you know, that you have experienced now, wow, you're able to share so much with so many others. So this is great. This is amazing. So let's get down to the meat of it. So you started pop publishing. Now, do you pay your authors, or do you get a percentage of the book sales? How does that work when you're publishing a book? Because I thought when people get a publishing company, you know, there's some type of residuals or some payments or percentage to the author. Kind of tell me how that works.
Okay, so that would be like more of a traditional publisher. So I help people to self-publish, but I also do something very different than other self-publishing companies. So I give you 100% of your royalties and 100% of your rights. When you publish through my company, I also educate you on the publishing industry, and I show you how to actually be your own publisher. So that is unheard of in this industry. Most publishing companies will take a percentage of your rights. They will take a percentage of your royalties, and they will keep you locked into contracts to where you can't really maneuver, right?
Wow.
So a lot of people don't know that. And even when you're purchasing books from them, they are selling your books back to you. A lot of people don't even know that. They're still making money even when you go back and buy the books from them. So I show you how to buy the books wholesale yourself. And yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. Just really empowering people on the publishing process.
Okay, so because I'm just trying to get clarity, so I know, because I've done I did a motivational book, Motivational Nuggets for Women on the Move, and it's basically a 52-week journal, all right, to help women to navigate themselves and to be on the move. Okay, so so basically I haven't done, like, you know, my memoir or biography or anything like that. So I want to self-publish a book. I call you, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to take me through.
Yeah, so you would send me your manuscript. I actually have two sides to my company. I help people to actually write their books. So I have a 12-week program where I actually help people to write their books. But I also have a publishing side for people who have finished manuscripts. So you would just send me over your manuscript, and then I would publish the book for you. Yes.
Okay, so you'll edit it. So there's editing is included in all of that.
That's your book cover, that's your editing, that's your ISBN registration, that's your formatting, interior design, distribution to Amazon, Barnes & Noble. A lot of my clients are getting in Walmart as well. So yeah, just the whole gamut.
Okay, so do you do any ghostwriting?
I do some ghostwriting as well. Yes.
Okay. Okay, for those people that don't know, ghostwriting is basically I guess we would tell you the story and you're going to go write it up, versus me writing it and giving it to you. I'm just going to record it and give it to you. Is that how it go?
Basically, we would get together and I would kind of interview you. Yeah, so I would just kind of get your information, interview you. We'll go through the story, and then I'll write it out. And then, you know, I'll send it back to you, and you let me know if it's a yay or nay. And then we'll just keep working together to get it right.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's so that's self-publishing. So it's all about the self-publishing. So a traditional publishing company do they buy the rights to the book? How does it?
Yeah, a traditional publishing company would pretty much sign you. So I like to compare traditional publishing companies to record labels, because people kind of understand a record label a little easier. So an author is like a rapper or a singer. So I'm going to take you and I'm going to sign you to this contract. I'm going to put all the money behind you, But before you start seeing any money, I'm also going to give you an advance. But before you start seeing any money, I need to recoup all my money first.
Oh, is that how they do it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I hope you guys are learning something this evening. We have Miss Shannon Anderson. She is the CEO of Pop Publishing, Power of Purpose Publishing. I should be saying Power of Purpose Publishing, and she's sharing that. Now we got some people that are chiming in over here, so I'm gonna some people wanting to say hello. So here's someone that you know. That's Emmanuel. Hey, Mr. Ingram, how you doing? That's a good friend of yours, right?
Yes, actually, he's a client. He's coming through the writing program. So.
All right, Miss Deborah Thomas is in. Good evening, Miss Deborah. How are you? All right, all right. Let's see who we got here. Oh, hey. Oh, go. That's look. Sabrina say, Kim, get out of here. I got this. Sabrina is behind the scenes. We are powered by the tech evangelist. Okay, she is making sure everything is moving and grooving behind stage. There it is for tech support. And she said, okay, but I saw these comments coming up, so I just wanted to hit a few. Michelle Terry said, hey, everybody, how you doing? Miss Corlette is saying hi. These are my sister friends. Well, I'm glad that you're here. And of course, earlier we saw Dr. O'Neill and Miss Kalisha O'Neill tuning in with us this evening as we are doing what we do. Well, this is great. I mean, your story is very compelling. I mean, from someone, you know, having the background that you came from now to becoming an entrepreneur, a woman in business, to do business and also to help others with their work. You know, a lot of people feel, everybody says you have a book, you're a walking book. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has something inside of them. And to have someone like you that can sit down with someone and help them to bring that story to life, to put it on paper, okay, to put the story out there and do it the right way and the way it needs to be. And then they keep all the residual. They get all the money, all their rights, all everything. They get all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So they just basically sit down with you and do a one-time contract fee type situation.
Correct. They just pay for their services. Very simple agreement. And then, yeah, we do the services. We usually have our clients published within 60 to 90 days too. And that's another thing. Most people have to wait 6 months to a year. So we have you out in about 60 to 90 days.
Wow, that's quick. As long as they have their stuff together. Now, somebody comes and they ain't got nothing together. Now, I know it's going to take longer. They come and say, look, I want to do a book. And I got all this stuff in my head. It's got to take longer than that, right?
Well, I have a 90-day writing program, and people write and publish in 90 days as well. I have a 5-point system that I created, a formula that I have really, really just made it so easy to where a kindergartner can write a book.
Oh, wow. So let me ask this question. How many people have you helped to publish and do their book? How many,
I helped over 100 people write and or publish their books. I've coached over a dozen authors into becoming Amazon bestsellers as well. I'm also a best-selling author. So yeah, the program it encompasses everything.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. Look, guys, anybody have any questions? I know it's a lot of book writers out there, people that are publishing books, wanting to publish a book and get a story out. We have right here, right for you, live in living color tonight on Women on the Move Live. So if there's some questions, put them in the chat. We would love to hear from you. I know that Shannon was ready to answer all those good questions. And then again, you never know. They may feel like they got it, but I like to give people enough time to do that if they have some questions. So you told us how long you've been doing this. You told us a little bit about your backstory. You told us you've helped over hundreds of people to publish and write their own books. And is there anything else inside of you? Is there something that you have in the works that's to come? I know you said you have a deal with Amazon, and that's a movie, right? Or a documentary?
That's the documentary. So the long-term goal is to actually turn my story into a feature film. Yeah, but I'm going to give that a few more years. There's still some other things in my life that still need to happen. I feel before I really turn into a feature. But that is definitely the next step. So my daughter is a writer. She's a screenwriter. So we've been writing the scripts and stuff like that. So that's the next step.
All right. So somebody has a question. Okay. Let's get that on the screen. Somebody has a question. That'll be Miss Deborah Thomas. Let's see what she has. Okay. She said, oh, what's your information? Okay. So tell people how they can get in touch with you and all that good stuff. I think we do have something we can put up. But tell people how to get in touch with you. And then we have another question.
The easiest way is to text author to 77948. Once you do that, you'll receive a link to watch my free training. I have a free training that actually walks you through the book writing and publishing process. And then it'll also link you to my calendar to get on a call with me. You can also go to poppublishing.com, and there you can see some of my work, see the rates and things of that nature for publishing.
Say the text again. Text what?
Text author, AUTHOR, to 77948.
Okay, that's the easy way. Now we have another question. Do we have another one to pull up? Let's see. Let's get your other question up here. Sabrina, is there another question in the chat? All right, here we go. How can I get my book distributed through bookstores, especially Black-owned, throughout the world? All right.
So we have distribution. So if you have a package, I'm not sure if you already have a book, but we offer distribution. So like I said, all of my clients go to Amazon. Many of them end up in Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and a lot of the online retailers. And as far as getting into the individual stores, we can definitely coach you on how to actually do that. So you would basically just contact them and just work out something with them individually for the Black store.
Okay, okay. So all right, there it is, guys. It's right there. Text author to 77948. Is that correct?
Correct. And
all right, so we got it. We got it. That's good. That's good. Okay, so because people want to know, different people want to know different things. So you have people that already have books. They already have things that they just want to get it out. They just want to get it to get better distribution, like she said, put it in the right places so that people can see it and buy it. I know a lot of people use Amazon, for their work. I've used Amazon for mine, and it was pretty seamless. It was a matter of just getting the format, getting it laid out. I had a friend help me do that. We went through that. We worked on the editing ourselves, and then once it uploaded and it was approved, it was ready to go and it was out there. So, is that also a part of what you do as well with the Amazon piece?
Well, that's the distribution or part of the distribution. Okay. Getting it past Amazon, it takes a little bit more than that to get it into full distribution, like to Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and stores like that. So yeah, there's another piece that goes with that.
Okay, well, this was great, Shannon. I mean, this is truly awesome. I feel I'm always excited to sit down and talk with women who are really out here in the trenches and working really hard to get things done and to help others move along and move forward in what they're doing. I know that Kanye is a friend of mine and he's your friend. And he was like, Kim, I'm working with this young lady. She's helping me publish. I'm putting my book together. And I really think she could be an asset to your audience. So, I want to thank him for connecting us and allowing us, to come together and allowing you the opportunity to be here on this platform to share with another audience, another group of people that will get to see this live. We always say they catch it in the replay if they don't catch it live. Yeah. But to be able to hear from you and hear some more in depth on how they can get their books published. So guys, if there's anyone out here, you're looking to do a book, you have a story within you, or you have something, you're looking for what Shannon is offering, please text her or go to poppublishing.com and get more information, set an appointment, set up some time to sit down with this sister. I'm quite sure she can definitely help you and help you get where you need to go and take you to the next step in life. Shannon, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Stay in touch. Continue to follow us. It's been a pleasure. All right.
All right. Have an amazing
day. Well, guys, that was the first half hour of power. We ended a little early. I do apologize. But I was looking for more questions, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys an opportunity to chime in to what we're doing and how it's going. So how y'all doing out there? I see, okay, here we go. Here's some comments coming in. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have. All right, Dr. Lucille, thank you. Very informative. All right, good. And that's important, right? We need good information. That's what we're here to do. You can connect with Shannon right there. That's how you're going to connect with anybody. Any other comments? Anybody else want to chime in? All right. Okay. So y'all don't have to be shy. I know it takes a little time for it to get through. That's all right. It's good. Oh boy, but who's up next? Wow, we got a great young lady that's a good friend of mine. But I always have to throw on a few commercials. I like to keep you guys abreast on what's going on and what's coming up and how things are going. But it's important that you set your alerts, guys. That is one thing that me and Sabrina was talking about, making sure that everybody had their alerts set for when we come on live. We're live on Kim McNair Productions. We're live on Women on the Move TV with Kim McNair, and we are live on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just getting out there. Of course, you all know I was on broadcast television for 4 seasons, and now I'm doing this through a live stream every week. And they say, Kim, they got to subscribe. You got to subscribe. So I have to continue to tell everyone that to follow me and subscribe. This is the only way I can get it out to you and to share with you all the great and wonderful things that women are doing all over the world. All right, we got some more comments in the comments. What we got there? Before we go take a commercial break. Who's chiming in for us now? Y'all like my background music? Yeah, I thought it'd be good to have something. All right. Oh, love you. Oh, thank you. He calling you up. Thank you so much. Great. Well, that's good. So, look, I'm not going to keep talking. I don't want to be a talking head. Let's go ahead and I'm going to give you a commercial, and we'll be right back with none other than Andia Winslow. Yes. Back by popular demand, it's Women on the Move Live. And yes, I'm back too, your host, Dr. Kim McNair. Join us every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. and you can watch us live on YouTube and Facebook. We'll have great guests with unique opportunities to share, learn, and grow so that we all can be what? On the move. So don't forget, mark your calendars every Tuesday evening, 6 p.m., Women on the Move Live. I'll see you then. Yes. All right. Woo, we got to get to Painting with a Twist, guys. We got to do girls' night, get out there, and just enjoy ourselves and paint with a twist. All right. Well, my next guest, she is an actor, an activist, an author, an athlete, and an adventurer. Her name is Andia Winslow. Welcome, Andia.
Hello, Dr. Kim. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm popping to the music back here while you were.
He was like, okay, oh God, Anderson Sock. I love him. He is so good. I love his music and his style. I'm so glad that he's doing something with Bruno Mars now.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So how have you been?
It's been a year. It's been quite a year, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. And I know it's been hard for you because you like being out there.
Yes.
You like to be in the great outdoors.
But the good thing is I just got my second dose of the vaccine. So I can, move about the cabin, as it were, with a little bit more mental freedom. Of course, where I am, we still have to be masked and things. But I feel good that my parents are vaccinated and I'm vaccinated. And I just feel such a great sense of gratitude and relief in a way.
Awesome. Well, look, before we go any further, I want you to introduce yourself. So tell everybody who you are, what you do, and who you do it for.
Okay. My name is Andia Winslow. I am an athlete, an actor, an activist, and an adventurer, as you mentioned. Who do I do it for? I do it for the people. I think one of my really meaningful revelations this past year is that all my disparate interests have really come together in the past year, a couple years. So I've kind of found my purpose. I'm walking in my purpose daily, and I just feel really happy and free.
Awesome. Okay, happy and free. That's what I'm talking about. Free as a bird, huh?
Something like that.
Well, Andia, we met so long ago. I mean, we met some time ago, and when we met, You were on the scene doing. You were golfing. You was you were a lady. You were out there. You was swinging and hitting and now you're doing some other things. But I mean, you were LPGA. You were headed in that direction. I think looking at your bio, you were the 4th African American woman to ever compete in the LPGA in his tour in history. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a sad statistic, but that hopefully things are changing and there's a lot more young folks coming up who are getting the support they need financially, athletic coaching, facilities support. And so hopefully on the women's side, especially, we'll see more women breaking through and having sustained careers. So I'm looking forward to that.
Do you miss golf at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, I still play golf. I still, practice, but I think what's happened now is I realize that my self-worth is not tied up in golf. When I was younger and I was playing professionally, if I had a bad day on the golf course, I let that affect how I felt about myself. And that's never really a healthy place to be, whatever your career is. And so now when I approach golf, it is completely something I choose to do. There's no connection between performance and worth. It's just for the benefit of it. It's an additive to my life instead of, something that has me on this emotional and financial roller coaster of, am I going to make the cut? How am I going to handle sponsors? Am I going to raise enough money for the next season? Because it's very expensive sport, but now again, it's more leisurely. And it's I feel like an adult.
Ah, yes, I see. Oh, okay. Someone says, hello, you are an amazing athlete.
Oh, thanks.
I think another friend of yours just put something in, wanted to greet you. There she is.
Hi, Miss Lucille.
Yes, and that's how we met, right?
So
Dr. Lucille O'Neill. That's how we met
in 2006 in Orlando.
Yeah. Yes, she connected us. And you are where now?
I live in LA now, but I'm currently quarantined in Phoenix, Arizona. My parents live here, so I'm here with them and, just taking things day by day.
Well, you know what? You're vaccinated now, so you can go home.
Yeah, but with the home cooking that I've experienced this past year, I'm just like, life is about choices.
Yes, it is about choices. So let's talk about this. You're doing amazing work with voiceovers in national commercials. Talk to me. How did you shift from golf all the way over to doing voiceovers? Tell me that journey.
Sure. So it has been a journey, that's for sure. I was playing professional sports. I was playing professional golf, and then something happened in my life, a family situation where I had to be a caretaker for a terminally ill family member. And when that happened, I had to kind of cut my golf career short and or kind of shift motivations and intentions. So when I did that, I was spending this time with my grandfather, really kind of thinking about what my purpose was and what am I doing. And I realized that being a caretaker was something that was so powerful. And so I wanted to find out how can I do that through sport and through my background in athletics. So I became a personal trainer, master certified fitness trainer and sports conditioning coach. When I moved down to New York City, I was coaching athletes for the New York City Marathon. And an agent heard me on the mic and said, you have a really resonant voice, you have these dulcet tones, and you're a great storyteller. I think you should consider voiceover. So I got voiceover and vocal lessons just to see about it, just to recreate. And the coach said, nah, you need to consider doing this full time as a career, as a craft. And so I said, okay, let me do that. I like new challenges. And so I spent a whole year learning, and then I started booking gigs. And then I said, well, I've been trying to find a way to get back to the West Coast, back to my original home coast. And it just so happened that I booked a gig that forced me to join the union. And I joined the union, moved back to LA, and here we are. And I do this full time now. So it's been a really crazy, not a circuitous path, but I've gotten here, and I'm so grateful.
Wow, that's great. Yes. All right. You know what? The journey, we go through that. We go through those, I always say, peaks and valley moments. God has a certain path for us, and he wants us to kind of navigate it. Sabrina said, life is about choices. Yes, all about choices. It is. It is truly about the choices that we make. And I'm glad that person heard you. Now, you've done some, I've listened to some of the, the narrations that you've done for different stories. A lot of people here may have not heard that, but I take the time when I see you post something, I say, I gotta listen. That's my girl, and I can listen while I'm doing something. I was like, wow, thanks, I listened to her. Huh?
I said, thanks, Dr. Kim, for listening. tuning in.
Yes, yeah. Because it's about supporting one another. We have to support each other. I know on my journey and the things that I do, even what I'm doing right now. If I, if we have to support one another and lift each
Yes.
other up in all that we're doing. So, it's great. Now I'm looking here at some of the things you've done some national commercials, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can say with 99% certainty that everyone who watches TV in America has heard my voice. So
Wow.
that's.
Are you guys listening? Do you hear this voice? Do you hear this voice? She said 99% of you have already heard this voice. So tell us some of the commercials that you have done that we probably like, oh my gosh, I heard that.
Sure. Well, currently running, I'm the voice of Comcast Business. I'm the voice of Walmart. I'm the voice of Dairy Queen, voice of Volkswagen, Nike. I do a lot of commercials for Nike. I'm one of the voices for NASA, so the voice of space. I do some work for the Smithsonian Channel, for Showtime, just BET, video games, all of it. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. What the voice. Woo! It's Andia Winslow. I love it, girl. I love it. That is truly amazing.
I didn't like my voice growing up. I didn't like my voice growing up. And so it's kind of interesting that I'm now on this path where I literally use my voice to earn a living. I'm like, what are the odds of that?
Isn't that great? That is awesome, girl. That is awesome. Because people don't think about it. Everybody wants to be in front of that camera, right? They want to be right there. They want to be, and they don't understand there's money, right? You can be the voice of something. You can be touching all the people and doing all the things you want to do from here, from that space.
Sure.
I used to model years ago. They used to talk about how much money you make just for your hands. When you look at the magazine, you just see the hands opening up the can. Okay. That's a check. You just see some. Look at that. You are so right. Sherelle says, "Wow, Queen. Yes, that's right." So
thank you.
You are the voice. That's there. We go with some more comments. That's amazing. Your voice is very nice to listen to. That's right. So that's good. I'm glad you have found your space, your place.
Yeah.
And what you're doing, and you're comfortable with what you're doing. Now, what I didn't know you ran track. You did track and field? When?
I did. During my Orlando years. This is a random. Like I said, my life has been very. When I lived in Orlando and I was training for golf before I turned professional, there was I trained at and worked at Disney World Golf. And they had 5 golf courses, but they also had the Wide World of Sports, which was this athletic facility.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Mm-hmm. And out there was a track. And one day I was out there just running, cross training, and I see this group in the distance of these, the sun is filtering through, and no one's got any clothes on, really. It's like the sexy sweat in the corner. I'm like, what is going on over there? Like, oh my goodness, I need to run a little closer to see what's going on over there. And it turns out it was USA Track and Field crew. Brooks Johnson is Jesse Owens Olympic Hall of Fame coach.
Wow.
Athletes is like, hey girl. And it's like, hey. So I joined their training group, and it turns out that I actually had some speed and I had the work ethic. So I became one of the training group, and I started running then. So it was a very random. I'm built as a 200-meter runner, but I think that enhanced not only my golf career, but also my mental fortitude for competition and preparation and discipline, because those athletes were, Olympic champions, world champions, record setters, record breakers, and to be with that core group of people day in and day out, and to understand what it meant to prepare and to execute, that was life-changing, life-altering, and I would never give those years back. It was amazing.
Wow, that is awesome. Now, I know you went to Yale University. Now, you went to Yale. Was Yale for golf?
No. Yale was for Yale.
Yale was for Yale. Okay, Yale was for Yale. Okay, so I know you did. Yeah, then you went to NYU, and that was just for NYU, or was it for something specific?
No, I lived in New York. I say I went to Yale, but I was educated in New York City because.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
School of life.
Well, that's the school of hard knocks, right? I mean, New York will definitely teach you a few things. Now, you did some TV work in New York as well. Tell us about that show and what you were doing with that.
that was a fun time. I lived in Brooklyn and I hosted a show on this channel called Brick or BK Live. So I was a segment host for fitness and sports content. And then I created my own show called Check Out the Workout. We would go all around the borough and check out workouts. And basically, me and my co-host Adrian, he was a physical therapist, and we would check these workouts out as, as an athletic and athlete perspective, and also as a professional doctor perspective, and see which workouts would be right for which cohort. So it was a really fun way to get to know the borough, to hang out with Adrian, to make content for this place I was living, Brooklyn, ride or die, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So when you get back to LA, what's going to be happening when you get back home to LA?
Burritos.
Okay, burritos. Did y'all hear that? She going back home for some burritos. Now she getting all this good home cooking. She going to get some burritos.
Listen, I'm motivated by food. That's what listen, I try to keep my life simple. I love food. So, but really, I mean, LA is great because obviously I can be in the entertainment world, but also the natural world parallels it. So we've got mountains there, the ocean is there. There's a lot of, outside culture. So I love being outside. I love to play. I love to explore, and I can do that in LA. You can ski and surf in the same day in that state. So it's got a lot of great qualities. But of course, this new year, I'm not sure how anyone's going to navigate working on things. So things have changed, but yeah, that's what's going on.
I mean, and how did you do through this past year, through the pandemic? How was it affecting you? How did you navigate through that time? Because this past year was crazy, and with you being a person that's adventurous and like to be outdoors, tell me, how did you navigate through COVID-19?
Well, in terms of professional navigation, you see my mic is right here, and I've got my.
You got that. But I mean, personally.
Oh, how did I navigate it?
Because you couldn't go out, you couldn't go places, you were kind of confined, or did you go out?
No. I'm quarantined with my parents. I take it very seriously. I've got friends on the front lines, doctors and nurses, and I'm not going to, play in the face of their pain and suffering and hard work. So I think it was tough for everyone. And for me, it was tough mentally because, like you said, I do like to be out and I do like to be going. But I think for the greater good, you always make sacrifices. And it's a very small sacrifice to make to be healthy and to be with my family. So, it was tough. There's definitely some angst, right? But I feel like it's well worth it so that we can finally get back together once everyone gets vaccinated. And, it's kind of like a timeout. I would have never spent this kind of quality time with my parents as an adult ever. For what reason? Besides holidays or birthdays or, it was a gift in a way, in some ways. And we're all helping.
Look at that.
Yeah.
See, that's a different way to look at it. You hear everybody talking about, I'm just been this, that, but listen to what you just said. It was a gift. The time that you were able to spend with your parents that you would just normally wouldn't do. You would just be in and out. And you guys got to rebond again. They got to bond with their baby girl there all over again as an adult. And you guys got to learn some things about each other as well during that time, I'm quite sure. Look at her. Yeah, you learned some things. I know. Believe you me, you will learn some things.
Hey, I'm not 12.
But to them, you're going to always be their baby. So it doesn't matter how old you are. They are still mom and dad. But that's great because we know a lot of people lost parents this time, throughout this past year. We know a lot of people didn't get an opportunity to do the things you did. So looking at it as a gift was great, is great. Okay, that is amazing to do that. And to be obedient enough to not jeopardize yourself or them is also good, because you had some people that just was pulling their hair out. They just said, I gotta go. But
how did you handle it?
The thing
how did you handle it?
How did you handle it? How did I handle it? Well, I just, I was K solo here at the time. I was all by myself. And I said, okay, what am I going to do? So I went to the grocery store and I just bought the groceries I needed. And, I would get up early and go and try to get that Lysol wipe. So that paper towel, Joe was taking it and I would run all over. I get enough. But it was just me. So I didn't need a whole lot. I just wanted to make sure I had enough. But I just really got into myself. I love movies. I watched a lot of TV, different movies. I did some lives on Facebook just to stay connected to people. And then I started to learn how to pivot in
Yeah.
business, because what I was used to doing was live events. I did events. That's what I did. To be able to be out there with people and network and navigate in those ways. So I had to learn how to pivot and do things virtually.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing now. I had to, get with my friend Sabrina and a few others, and we got together and we were able to talk about how to, I had to learn Zoom. I didn't know, I knew Zoom. I would, like, people would send me something. Okay, we'll have a meeting, because you may have a client somewhere else and you're here, but I didn't have any of those. I didn't any of these programs. I didn't have a StreamYard, a Zoom, or anything like that. So I had to learn those platforms so that I can present myself professionally to help other people to do the same thing. So I would do master classes and things of that nature. And then when I thought we were about to come out, I said, okay, I'm going to put together a master class for event planners. And I put that together. It was a post-COVID-19, all the things, the protocols. I went and did a certification and all that. And but it was great. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I got some more certifications. I went back and perfected my craft in the other areas. So I hope that everybody else, took the time to really do something meaningful for themselves. And I got closer to God. God is he's the center of my heart. Right. He is my universe. He is my everything. Okay, he is my source. So
hey, Kim, you got a voiceover voice. You got some character voices in you. I hear it, man. I think
yes, I was told that, darling. I was told that, but I just never took the opportunity to explore that.
Well, hey, look, you got a coach, mentor, and Coach Andia here. So
okay, y'all hear that? You heard it live right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, I will keep you up. I'll get back with you on that one. Yes, because I know that opportunity is out there. I had a person call me and said, Kim, is that your voice on this AT&T commercial? I said, no, I wish it was. But it wasn't at all. But I did learn some tech, that was needed to be able to survive the pandemic. So that was good. So now that you've done the track and field, you're doing, you're transitioning to your voiceovers and you love that. And of course, you talked about being an activist. What are some of the things you did in that area, being an activist?
Sure. When I was just starting out in Brooklyn, my friend and I, Monique and I, we made a series of wellness-based films. We called them that because they were the narrative arc, there was character development, there was story, plot line, and basically we were trying to get folks who have been disenfranchised, who may not have access to capital, to resources, to gyms, or may not feel like they were worthy of being fit and well. We wanted them to get engaged. It was these films are musical, they were artful, they were based in the boroughs where Black and brown folks lived. They call it Fit Cycle. And we made movies based on exercise. And so they were a fun way to approach exercise instead of like, okay, 10 reps here, squats here, burpees there. So we thought if we get people engaged in a more cultural way, perhaps there'll be more buy-in. So that's how we started. And then from there, just getting the word out in the communities where I was living, which, to be quite honest, we're suffering from, high preponderance of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, early death, all these things that were preventable and reversible. We were trying to get the education out. So I worked for the American Heart Association to get the word out for women, for heart disease, and a lot of other initiatives to get people to be healthy and well. And it's, again, walking in my purpose, and, it's self-care reflected outwardly to community care.
Oh, wow. That's great. That is great. And that's what self-care is so important. We have to take care of ourselves. And we're learning that. I mean, this coronavirus has taught us a whole lot. We need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, because if we take care of us, we can take care of others. Because if we ain't taking care of ourselves, we can't take care of nothing else. If you're down, everything is down. A lot of times, you have a lot of solopreneurs and people that are doing things and it's just them. They don't have a team. So they got to make sure that they're taking care of themselves so that they can move on, move up, and do what they need to do to be on the move. Got to throw that in there. But I know you've done all these wonderful and great things on there. But do you think golf will ever come back up?
Oh, yes, it will. It's funny you asked that, because there's some projects brewing that I can't speak about yet. But yes, it will. Whether that means growing the game in diverse communities, doing some product ideation, playing in charity events, it's coming back. It's coming back. I'm approaching it in a joyous way.
Yes.
this game has given me so much, and it'll always be part of my life in some capacity. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, that is great. That is wonderful. How you feel about Tiger? Oh my gosh, I'm glad that he made it out okay. Ooh, that was tough.
Tough. I mean, all I really care about is he's there for his kids. He's alive to be with his family. And that's beyond that. I
That's
don't really.
the most important thing, right?
Mhm.
Goodness. Well, this has been great, Andia. I am so glad we had this opportunity to catch up and people to get to know who you are and to hear when they hear this voice, they know they can say, wait a minute. I remember her. She was on Women on the Move Live. Andia Winslow. That's her voice. I can hear it because I hear it, and I've heard. I'd be like, oh, and like I said, I'm always tuning in. So tell people how they can stay connected to you and how to get in touch with you.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me, Dr. Kim. This has been fun. On social, it's at Andia Winslow on Twitter and IG, Facebook, on the web. My voiceover website is andiavoiceover.com or andiawinslow.com for general things. And if you don't see me on the internet, maybe you'll see me in the street soon.
Ah, yes. Any books coming up? Any books? We had a publisher on earlier. You do write any books?
I wrote a kid's book.
You did?
But it's not been published. So I wrote it and I'm shopping it now. And then a personal memoir that I've been working on for a long, long time. I think I have problems with executing when it comes to books. So I might have to go to your guest's 12 week plan and join her on that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a lot of people writing books. They're jotting it down. They're writing it down and making it plain. Because once you put it out there, it's going to run. Everybody's going to run to read it. That's what's going to happen. That is great. Well, look, this was truly a pleasure. I'm glad we had an opportunity to catch back up again. It's just been a while. But I'll see you soon. I'm coming out to LA. Oh, there it is. Yes, I like Anderson Paak. He's good. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I like that. What is it? Was it neo soul, jazz, funky?
Yeah, it's jazz.
All right, Lucille said, "Thank you, ladies. Yes, thank you for tuning in." And I want to thank everybody. Andia, thank you. I love you, and if nobody told you, I just did. Have a great night. See you later. Okay, guys, this was great. It was great having these young ladies on this evening. If you want to be a part of Women on the Move Live, you can send me an email. Email me at kim@McNairProductions.com. Go to my website. Leave your contact information. Tell me what you're doing, what's going on. You could be working on something or doing something that can help someone anywhere in the United States of America. Matter of fact, in the world. Because what we are touching and agreeing virtually. And this is something that can touch everybody wherever they need to be. So let me know what you have going on. Now, we have some things coming up. In May 20th, I am doing an event with two amazing young ladies. Remember, the word is amazing. It is the Collaborators. That's right. We're having a Collaborators Winner's Circle event. It is May 20th. It is a live event. We will be live. So you can go to collaborators.com and register and hold your seat. Now, right now, we're talking about hybrid, where we'll have some in-person seating and everyone else can stream in live. We will be at a location. We'll be able to share. Now, you will have benefits for being a live person in the audience. Of course, you will get to touch and agree. You will with us. You'll get to sit there and meet other people within the business industry, other people that want to be a part of the winner's circle, because there's a lot that comes along with that. And there's more coming about the winner's circle and how you can participate and be a part of it. But we're going to talk about how we've survived and thrived through this pandemic and how you can collaborate, because again, sometimes we can't do everything by ourselves. None of us can. And it takes time for us to get to know people, but then there's people out here that we can work with and we can collaborate with. And the three of us are going to tell you how we did it and how you can do it. And we want to help you along to build your business, your brand, and yourselves. So join us May 20th for the Collaborators event, the Winner's Circle. And we're going to have lunch for those that are coming in live. We'll have a full lunch. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have door prizes. We'll have some special guests in the building and all that good stuff. But if you can't make it, because again, we're connecting with people in so many places. We want to make sure we keep it live streamed for those who couldn't be there. And we'll have some special opportunities and gifts for them as well. So I'm just saying thank you guys. It was great. Listen, we had the publisher on, but this is my book. We had her on earlier, but this is my book here, Motivation Nuggets for Women on the Move, the 52-week journey to motivate you to be on the move, to collaborate, connect, and create successful journeys. So you can get my book, go to McNairProductions.com. And of course, you all know I have a planner that I designed, a planner that I use, and I designed it with you in mind. So I wanted to make sure I put something together that you could use to help you to be organized, okay, and get the job done. This planner is not dated. It's not dated. It comes with a monthly nugget. It comes with SMART goals. You can do your monthly SMART goals so you can stay smart as you want to be and make sure you're hitting all the pressure points you need to within your business. It has an expense and an income tracker. So now you can track your income, what's coming in and what's going out each month. So at the end of the year, you know exactly what you did as far as money. And it's got marketing strategies. Everything you need is right there in this planner and a lot more. So please send me you can go to McNairProductions.com. You can order a copy of your planner and get it. These are just two great tools that I use. And when I put it together, I said, okay, I'm going to do this for other people because it helps me each and every day. I am a planner, okay? And I need to lay it out. Now, sometimes, they're talking about what plans fall. Let me tell you, God has a plan, okay? And if he has a plan, then I want to make sure I have the plan that he's given me to give to you. Hallelujah. That's right. That's right. So look, I just want to say thank you. And just like I told Andia, I love you. And if nobody told you, I just did. I'll see you next Tuesday night. I'm about to say Wednesday, but next Tuesday night right here at Women on the Move Live. And don't forget, virtual coffee in the virtual cafe at 9 a.m. It's the Tuesday Takeover with Dr. Kim McNair. I love you. I'll see you later, guys. It's been great. Mwah.